All right, jumping into a brand new tournament. We are fighting for intensive training catch. Not a great training. Not something that we can really use, but RNG giveth, RNG taketh. So we are going to be taking on the Beasts, Gories versus Goers. Probably going to give this to literally anyone. It doesn't matter. That we can do Ada. It doesn't matter. No player can use this because we already have a defined goalie. Unfortunately, we're in a situation where Quinn cannot get out of the goal. Quinn's stats are terrible. They're like single digit across the board, so no intensive training is going to help them. So them in the field would be a disaster. I think at a point we had discussed moving Solia into goal and Quinn into the field, but there were some points made against that, which I think were good points. I think the idea being was if Solia is in the goal, it is fine, but Quinn being so bad in the field doesn't authentically represent them as a player. Like, you would never do that naturally, so it doesn't feel true to the scout mastery journey. That was kind of the gist of the arguments that were made, which, I mean, I think are fine. I think they make sense. So much of these series are figuring out how we do things. For those who don't know, the scout level journeys, they only have 7 players, so we actually don't have a full 8 to fill a roster like we do a regular team. So we got to figure out like who's in the field, and you never want to put a player like a forward with max stats out because you just you're warping the series a little bit, right? You're kind of making it so that obviously you're going to win every match, because how could you lose? So we try to avoid that if we can. But let's just jump right in. Like, maybe this is arrogant, maybe this is bold, but I'm going to destroy the Sykes. I don't need to train out fatigue or anything. Like, I'm fine. Gonna absolutely eviscerate this team. I hope. See, now I'm like, oh, maybe I lose. Maybe I've been too bold. All right, 1-1. Let's fight. Let's fight it out. I think both post play. I think we're post play right now, right? I think so. Nice. Okay, now it's coming together. I was getting a little bit nervous there. Yeah, we're destroying them now. We do get an injured player, but that's fine. We'll just recover them after this, and it's Fangs versus Gories. And Fangs win. I think the Glories are a better matchup for us, though. I think I'd rather face the Glories because they play that long feed strategy. So what will happen is they'll pass to the back line, we'll tackle, and then we'll score. That seems to be how we go about it. So. Perfect. And there it is. A team ready to go. And then probably going to give this to Ada, just because why not, you know? Like, there's really no real reason not to. So we're going to visual max pressure. Gonna believe we can take on and take out the Ronso Fangs. See Ronso pushing left side here. You know, doing his thing. K-hand pressure. K-hand steal. Nice. Ideally, we'll be able to pass through the Ronso here, but Kahan could lose the ball to a tackle. I don't know. Maybe I want someone up here with more endurance. I don't think Kahan was up here before, was he? I think I might have mixed up positions. It's all good. It's not a big deal, but maybe it was Ada that was up there before. Yeah, I might be putting Kahan in a bad situation here. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's got great attack. It's just he'll get hit all the time, which is not ideal. Pass attacks. Oh, big interception from Gazna, because that was probably going to be like a setup for Mayu or Rin to overhead volley. Kahan steals. Keeps pushing forward. Alright, ideally Mayu just goes for it. She does not, she swims. Okay, well she gets away with it, which is great. And yeah, decent-ish range. Zamzi's not a good goalie, so we have a good chance there, and we do get it with the 1-0. I want to double check this. What is happening here? I think we swap Kahan and Ada. I don't know. I just feel like the endurance matters. I should probably just look at the other videos to make sure I've got everyone in the right position, but you know, I normally rotate so fast into the next tournament. Honestly, I don't spend a ton of time on setup. And I think it's going to matter less and less as we play through this, because we're just going to get stronger and stronger, right? It's just the nature of how it goes. Gazna dodges. Nice stuff. Big steal from Ada. Let's go. She dodges past it, attacks. See, that's the thing. I think she's going to take a lot of attempts for like people tackling her. So I think having high endurance is good. I think increasing her endurance is ideal, but I don't know. We change formation so much that she might not be in the same formation later on. It's hard to say what's actually ideal. All I can say is we're up 3-0, so I'm pretty sure we win. Pretty sure we roll this team. Tats tackles. Tats steals. Nice. I mean, even though this intensive training doesn't give us a stat that we particularly care about, I am very happy that we're getting closer to mastery, for sure. Solia doesn't quite intercept that. What a shame. And there's just no time. 45 seconds for the Ronso to get possession of the ball and score 3 times. Not even remotely possible. Not unless we get completely different teams in here. I think it's possible in an overhead situation where players generally just move faster. But, like, there's just no way. Like, even with that, right? Now they got 24. It took them 20 seconds to score that goal. Like, there's just no way. That would have been funny if they stole it and scored again. Proving me wrong, you know? Setting up for the 3-3 OT. It's funny. I would normally corkscrew shot this if I could control the players in the game, because that would just waste the most amount of time. It can't be intercepted. It goes all the way to the goal. Like, it feels like a good time. But there it is. There's victory. Victory for our team. There it is, 1-0. Sykes win against the Gories. That is a sight to behold. Alright, well, either way, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we are going to be playing more Blitzball. Until next time.